Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, born on December 1, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, grew up in a modest household. His father was a farmer and his mother a schoolteacher. From a young age, Escobar was ambitious, aspiring to rise above his humble beginnings. He began his criminal career with petty crimes such as selling fake lottery tickets and stealing tombstones to resell them. In the early 1970s, Escobar entered the drug trade, marking the beginning of a notorious career. Escobar's rise to power was meteoric. By the mid-1970s, he had established the Medellín cartel, which quickly became one of the most powerful and feared drug organizations in history. The cartel dominated the cocaine trade, smuggling vast quantities of the drug into the United States and other countries. At the peak of its power, the Medellín cartel was responsible for smuggling 80% of the cocaine in the U.S. Escobar's immense wealth and influence stemmed from his ruthlessness and strategic mind. He employed a mix of bribes and violence, often using the phrase plata o plomo, silver or lead, to coerce officials and law enforcement into compliance. Escobar's wealth was unimaginable. Forbes magazine listed him as one of the richest men in the world, with an estimated net worth of $30 billion in the early 1990s. He owned luxurious properties, including the infamous Hacienda Nápoles, which featured a zoo, a bull ring, and other extravagant amenities. Despite his criminal activities, Escobar was seen by some as a Robin Hood figure. He built housing for the poor, funded public projects, and gained a significant following among Colombia's lower classes. This dichotomy made him a complex figure, both revered and reviled. However, Escobar's reign of terror was marked by extreme violence. He orchestrated numerous bombings, assassinations, and massacres to maintain his control. One of the most infamous acts was the bombing of Avianca Flight 203 in 1989, which killed 110 people. His cartel was also responsible for the deaths of hundreds of police officers, judges, politicians, and innocent civilians. The Colombian government, under immense pressure from the United States, intensified efforts to capture Escobar. This led to a brutal conflict, known as the Medellín War, between the cartel and the authorities. Escobar's operations were severely disrupted, and he went into hiding. In 1991, in a controversial deal, Escobar agreed to surrender to the Colombian government under the condition that he could build his own prison, La Catedral. This luxurious facility included a football pitch, a bar, and a jacuzzi. However, Escobar continued to run his drug empire from within, prompting the government to plan his transfer to a standard prison. In July 1992, Escobar escaped La Catedral, leading to one of the largest manhunts in history. The search for Escobar involved Colombian authorities, the United States, and a vigilante group called Los Peeps, composed of his enemies. After 16 months on the run, Escobar was finally located by a Colombian National Police unit in Medellín on December 2, 1993. During the ensuing chase and gunfight, Escobar was shot and killed on a rooftop in his hometown. Escobar's death marked the decline of the Medellín cartel and a significant shift in the global drug trade. His life and legacy continue to influence popular culture, depicted in numerous books, films, and television series. Escobar's story is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of the drug trade on society and the lengths individuals will go for power and wealth. Despite his death, the legacy of violence and corruption he left behind still affects Colombia and the world.